Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Okay. Let's sit there. All right. Let's see what we got. Perfect. Okay, so let's jump on over here to the chart. So the monster that we saw yesterday, that opened up at around 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, it was Fig, the IPO, and it was moving crazy. Mike D had called it out in the Discord, and we were, looking at it absolutely just run up the chart. It started, well, the price that it was supposed to open up at was around 30 something dollars. And he was telling me that Robinhood, some kind of way, was trading this before, before it actually came open on brokers like TOS and things like that. So it actually didn't open up for us at 30 something dollars. It opened up at $84 and shot up to like 100 something, based out around, came down and tested the 100 and got going into aftermarket all the way up to the 150s. So that was a crazy move. And it is now, even now, still getting volume of going on almost 3 million shares traded on it. It's up 18%. It did come back down and test the 120s, but it's back up to the around the 140s. Very fresh new stock. And we'll have to see what happens with it. Is it going to be sucking up all the attention on today? Let's jump over here to Benzinga. Let's jump over to the signals. Most of the signals today we're seeing are Fig. Actually, all of the signals are from Fig right now. So we'll see what else gets added. If popped at 3, 306, 317, 3, all these. And it's been the main. Oh, let me delete its name out here and make sure it's not only looking for that. All right, so there are some others. Let's look through here. Okay, so we got NAMM up 74%. Does it have any news? Looks like they did a corporate update and a scheduled 13D. So somebody, an investor or something, is doing something over there. It's up 80 something or 70 something percent. Let's see. Merowin Holdings, too cheap. NAMM at $7. I'll go check out NAMM. What else we got here? Fig, USAR, Raya. Reddit still up 15% or up 15% during pre-market. Seeing NAMM all across here with these spikes. So go FLGT. Well, I'll see if I see it anymore up here. USAR. Okay, so we saw one little spike down in here. That go look at FLGT2 and see what it's doing. All right, so let's go over here. NAMM. What we got going on? What's that float looking like? All right, so key data float. This is a new stock. Does not have any float news out here. Huh. What kind of stock is this? Says Namib Minerals is a gold producer, developer, and explorer with operations focused in Zimbabwe. Okay, so this is gold. What about this other one? Oh, it's not getting much. FLGT isn't getting much volume at all. So NAMM is leading the day here in volume, but yesterday's ATR was, looks like it's $1. It's been over $1 ATR. Let's look at this daily chart for NAMM. Okay, so came out 6/6. So this was June 6th. Came down, had a little gap here. Filled that gap. 686 right now. So, where are obvious levels? It's got 11 all the way up there. It's got 671 down here. Interesting. But it's a gold stock, so I don't know what their production. So let's go look into that. Tell me about NAMM. All right, National Social. Whoa, music merchants. That what this is? No, Namib Minerals. Okay, so Namib Minerals is a gold producer, developer, and explorer with a primary operational focus in Zimbabwe. The company was incorporated in 2024 and is headquartered in Georgetown, Cayman Islands. All right, main operations Zimbabwe, how mine, Greenstone Belt, blah blah blah. Okay, so it looks like they have 3 mines here. See market presence. I mean, a mining company. What is gold doing? That's the question. What is gold? How is gold performing. Okay, start price August 1st. Okay, so it has been going up. Nominal change 800 something dollars percent, 34%. Gold has delivered a strong performance over the past year, rising by 34%. The rally is driven by a weaker US dollar, declining treasury yields, and heightened geopolitical and economic uncertainty. Central banks are increasing gold reserves, with forecasts suggesting around 900 tons of central bank buying in 2025. Analysts remain bullish. CIBC Capital Markets expects gold to average 3,600 in H2 2025. JP Morgan projects 6,675 by Q4 2025 and potentially 4,000 by mid 2026. The SPDR Gold Shares ETF is up 29% year to date. Gold is benefiting from a perfect storm of macroeconomic factors, dovish monetary policy expectations, global uncertainty, and robust central bank demand. This has translated into record earnings for top gold producers and strong returns for investors. Okay, so gold definitely isn't doing bad. We'll have to see what happens today on NAMM. Hit a high up here of 11. As far as daily levels, I mean, 1108 was the spot. Was one of the spots that was very visible out here, and it did hit that just about. And then to the low side, it's got, well, let me just put possible daily level. Edit possible daily level. Duplicate. So the bottom of this is 686. And then it's got this gap in here that it could play around. Duplicate. And this is a possible. This is possible daily gaps. Okay, so that's daily charts. Kind of some, I mean, the only really obvious things I can see is the gaps, top of 1108 and bottom of 686. So let's go look at this. So I'm basing out down here. It's got the 595 whatever. So possible daily levels. It already almost tapped the 1108. This is the gap. It's already under this bottom gap, 744. What was the did it even show a float for this? Let's see. No, it didn't show a float for this. Let me go look at something else. Maybe Yahoo Finance has a float for this. And then, you know, says float. Yahoo says float is under 1 million, held by insiders 94%, but I don't know. I'm not getting any of that over here. I don't know. But yeah, it is right around these levels down here. I'm not sure. It's at 1.4 million in the flow on Yahoo Finance, but still looks like it's just holding these levels, trading kind of like oil or something else, just hitting, going up and down. It did have a lot of volume coming in at first, but I don't know. It's still competing with Fig over here. Fig back over 140s. Let's go look at the 15 minutes for both of these. So Fig 83 up to 150. Heading back up there after coming into a flat motion here around the 125s. 15 minutes on NAM. Little cool down into this little gap between the gap level and the low, 686. So I'm wondering, is it going to go ahead and get under that low as volume continues to slow down on it? Fig, man, Fig is. Oh, another thing I saw on over here in Benzinga, they do have the 10-second chart. I had saw that. I was like, huh. I was looking through these times, and so they got the 30, they got 30 seconds and 10 seconds. So their chart isn't as pretty as some of the other ones, or maybe I can make it pretty. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. Let me see. Views, grid. No, not really seeing that. Candles, bars, histograms. Nope. But anyway, yeah, they do have these 30-second, 10-second. I want to see what it looks like when on Fig. What does a 10-second look like? Did it even change? Oh, it's 10 minutes. 10-second. One second. I don't know, man. This thing over on TOS, this thing's moving quite a bit. I don't know if it's keeping up. This thing's sitting at 140, and then on TOS, I'm seeing 140.85 over here. I think it's a little behind. It's got to be. It's at 41 right now. Then over here, I'm seeing 40. So this is why I kind of just stick to TOS, man. This thing, I don't like that. Just sitting there on a second chart, this thing should be jumping up. Or maybe this should be real-time data, right? Import, short keys, yep. Everything's real time, so interesting. Let me go back up to the 1 minute. The 1 minute showing still behind. I don't know where they're getting their I don't know where they're getting their charting data from. Because it is, maybe they just borrowed it, because it definitely can't be what's on TOS, because TOS is moving. Or let me refresh the page. Maybe that's what it is. I shouldn't have to refresh the page, and that's why I like to get I love for them to have a desktop app that is not dependent on sessions in the browser, because the browser sessions can die real quick. Real quick. You got to refresh and all that good stuff. But yeah, I don't like this chart. It is behind. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that chart. They need to make it better. They need to make it better. Any other IPOs going on today? Let's see. CTW. I think after the IPO from yesterday, IPO heat may be lingering. So I don't want to, be looking for another IPO, because we've already had a huge IPO come out big. And one nothing to see here was going to. He said he was throwing his house at it. So I'm pretty sure if he threw his house at it, he made a house, because it was moving from 80. Let's see, 80 to 150. I don't know where he would have sold, or if he was just watching the aftermarket, but yeah, that is a incredible move. How much is that? 150 minus 83. 83. That's a $67 move. $67 move. So if you bought one share around the open, you made $67. Two shares, double that. Three shares, double that. Only thing is, you got to consider these can always go the other way, and you could be down $67. You could be down whatever. But let's go look at the earnings here on today. Any notable folks? T-Row. Chevron is before the market. Okay, I want to see it. I want to see after market, because we're already before the market. That's too late. Okay, so everything here is just before the market. Okay. Chevron is the biggest name I see in there, and they're slightly red, slightly, not a lot. NAM, NAMM. Let's see if it'll get down under this 694. Still hadn't hit my scan, so I don't know why. I mean, it's got some, some tradability, but if it hadn't hit the scan, oh well. The markets have been moving on down. Let's go look at those, or that. That. So we got quite a bit of a move down, almost 800 or $700 move from 23,845 yesterday. Big old explosion down. Came back and retested 23 whatever, and then another drop in here. So I don't know if it's going to have a resting period, if it wants to drop down some more. But let's go look at the front page news and see what is up here on Yahoo. What is everybody seeing when they log in? All right, Trump unleashes delayed shock for global economy. The economy has held up amid tariff turmoil so far. That could all be about to change. Trump Fed board should assume control if Powell won't cut rates. Trump lays out sweeping tariff hikes for dozens of countries. Oh yeah, today is the first, isn't it? So it's a lot of reactions going on to those, either extended grace periods or tariffs going into effect on people. Exxon beats profit estimates. Chevron beats Q2 profit estimates. A powerful dynamic is working in big tech's favor. Cook signals Apple is ready to embark on an AI spending spree. That seems opinionated. Trump opens door to big fanny Mon-Friday payday for banks. Okay, I don't know what that's talking about. Moderna quarterly sales beat street estimates on COVID booster sales. Exxon Mobil Q2 profit dips to lowest level in 4 years as energy prices slide. Volkswagen liable for defeat devices. Okay, don't know what that is. Stocks buckle under Trump's tariff. Amazon slumps. China state. So I mean, it's just an overall kind of trying to find a balance point out here in the market. And so yes, the markets were going up, 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 but now it's like rebalancing with this new news on today. What's actually going to occur? Let's see. Chinese robot maker AGI bot completes new round of financing. Hmm. Let's see what this is talking about. Delayed shock for global economy. All right. So for 4 months after Donald Trump shocked the world and roiled markets by unveiling a place card full of tariff rates at the White House Rose Garden, his revisions unveiled Thursday generated a more subdued response among investors. Let's see, but at an average of 15%, the world is still facing some of the steepest U.S. tariffs since the 1930s, roughly 6 times higher than they were a year ago. Trump's latest volley outlined minimum 10% baseline levies with rates of 15% or more for countries with trade surpluses with the U.S. Let's see. So far, the global economy has held up better than many economists expected after Trump's initial tariff blitz. A rush to beat the elevated rates spurred a front loading of exports, aiding many Asian economies and shielding U.S. consumers. Okay. This so yesterday I was doing some crypto shopping, and I actually ended up. Let me go see. Let me go see the cryptos that I was adding here. So I ended up adding two, or I think two of them. Let me go look at this. Coins. Okay. Where are they? This just made me think of my crypto stuff. New coin. Is this the one? Okay, so two of them that I definitely added was Newt and Subsquid. I added those two. NEWT. And these are pretty fresh crypto. And Subsquid. And then I also added one called Bio. So Bio is a coin that is going to allow researchers and developers to build on their chain, like pharmaceutical companies and all kinds of bio research. It doesn't have to be pharmaceutical; it could be other types of research as well. But this coin is allowing people to build on this chain. So let's go. Well, actually, let's go over here. Let me pull up my. Where's my trading view? Oh, I'm looking for it. It's not even up. But these are some pretty fresh coins I've been watching. They came out. I was like, this sounds interesting. You'd be surprised how cheap they are, for real. And that's why I haven't just dumped a whole litany of money into them. Just a little taste. Just a little taste. But let's go over here to trading view. Let me make sure it is up. Yep. So let me see if it even shows up here. It's on Coinbase, so it should be here. Bio, yep, Bio US, Bio Protocol. This bad boy, I got a little bit of this one. It is literally brand new. I literally put like 10, 15 bucks in it just to get some. But what it's going to allow is for one is on-chain development, and then cross-chain coordination between researchers. And everybody on here isn't going to be like a developer or coder or anything, but I mean, like, a researcher, somebody that's in a lab coat, in a lab, you know, experimenting on things, lizards and rats and stuff. Or they could be out in the field collecting data samples like toxicity levels in water, air pollution, all that stuff. They'll be able to build on this chain. So I went ahead and dipped a little bit in here, and actually, I'm just gonna let it play. Actually, it's brand new. It's been trading for what, 2 days or two? Let's see, Tuesday, July 1st to August 1st. So about a month of trading on it. And so, just throwing a little bit over there, see what happens. But 15 bucks bought me 200 coins. So, if it goes up, hey, it is what it is. And so I'm going to see how it performs and see if I want to add to it, if more interest comes over there. But catching these before they end up going up is my goal, my intention for these. Not to be dumping in, $1,000 off the rip. What was the other one? Subsquid. This one. This is another one I caught. Oh, it looks like it's already up. I think I bought lower than this. Yeah, it's up right now, but it is what it is. Bought some and letting that play out from where it was. Again, kind of new stuff, kind of new crypto. It is a indexing, almost like how Bing search engine works or Google search engines. Well, this is like a crypto search engine. It's cross chain, so it's pretty dynamic. But you can look into them if you want. I'm just getting some little positions in there. And what was that other one I had? Newt, N-E-W-T. This one, got a little bit of this one, kind of looking at what it wants to do or whatever. About down here somewhere. So we'll see what that one wants to do as well. But these are just small. Like when I started crypto, especially when they're cheap like this, man, it's like $10, $15. I'm not doing anything over 100. Not anything over $50 really. Because what I'm looking for is the performance over the next couple of months, over the next couple of years, but just have a starter in there, low starter. And let's say it does just, I wake up one morning, it's up here at 50 cents. Well, great. Do I want to add? Because if I add, let's see where it'll pull my average price to, and I may be invested in, $20 or something like that, $50 on my second ad. But just watching those three and continue to look for more. But Bitcoin did pull back a little bit off of that 120 level. And so I'm wondering, do I want to add to my current positions or just continue to look for new ones? I could do both. It is what it is. All right, let's jump back over here to the regular programming. NAMM just sitting on that $7 level. I have not heard any dings, so let's go back and look at the signals and see what is spiking here. I see BTAI up 42%, but it's cheap. What else? What time is it? It is 6:35. Let's go ahead and get. Okay, so I already looked at FL, GT, BTIA. Now, FIG, FGI. AMOD, FIG, FDMT. FDMT, 4D molecular therapeutics is up 33%. Does it have any news for FDMT? It has something. So it says presents positive 60-week results for 4D 150 spectra clinical trial. Clinical trial, I don't know. Let's see. Big cytosorbents. What is that? Cytosorbents. Oh, it's super cheap. I'm not gonna waste my time looking at that. Let's see. That one's cheap. Okay. And then Ray is up 6%, but then nah. The only one that I just seen was 4D FDMT. Let me just see what that chart looks like. FDMT went up there to 712s. Got another one. Let's see, Pearson, but it's only a 5%. Oh yeah, that ATR is way too low. Way too low on FDMT. NAMM under sevens, looking like it's gonna go ahead and slip on down. It slowed down too much. FIG now hovering under that 140 level. You guys are seeing anything else, definitely throw it in the chat and we will get to them. But it is Friday, so, you know, it may be a little lighter volume day. Keep seeing FLT and GT kind of like popping in, not. FLGT. This a low float? What is this? Key data. So it looks like the float is around 16.95 million. A little bit higher float for pre-market. What kind of news does it have on it? August 1st, second quarter financial results. Quarterly report. So just some reporting on their financials. Right, so the market NQ is down 1% now. So definitely some weakness. I wonder will it just for Friday just calm down and just kind of go sideways? Because it's had its momentum. The people that wanted to make money on it or wanted to make big moves on it, I mean, it's had its momentum. So I'm thinking more consolidation today rather than a big move up, back up, or down. I don't think people are going to exactly sit on their hands either. Let's go look over here in the news feed. All right. For news on today, NVIDIA started at 12. Okay, NVIDIA, AMD, any stick out or outstanding news here? Amazon strong Q2 performance, Trump tariff deadline day. Zoom on up here. VOO ETF news. It is down 0.89%. Amazon gets a buy. Okay. I like when Fridays feel like this, where it's like, man, it is what it is, man. Whatever happens, happens. Because Friday should be boring. If you see something just flashing up on Friday in pre-market, usually it's real dangerous during the day. We saw some stocks halt down yesterday, like PMB, or was it PBM? This one is Canadian stock, and I ended up traded it right out of this open here. Jumped in there 783, and it broke on out. Now taking profit up to the top on the, but I guess it looks a little bit different on the 5. This was a trade, came into the open. I saw it come up and I was kind of questioning it, took some notes on it, had no reverse splits. Previous offering had closed on June 25th. I was like, okay, this thing has some reason to go up. It went up. I'm glad I took on in these candles here, because after these candles, these top and tail wicks up here, it had a halt down, and then I re-entered in here, bounced off the ATR high into this indecision. I re-entered a small position in here, rolled it on up, and was just moving my stop up behind this and took some more profit there. It did end up holding up and trying to go higher, but I was done with it at this point. It was 9 o'clock, 30 minutes after, and I was like, yeah, we already had one haul down. I don't want to get caught in that. And so, I left this last move alone. Had 1, 2, 3, and then boom, down, down, down it went under the ATRs. All right. So we're completely under the $7. Are we going to see a drop off on NAMM? I mean, it's connected to gold, and gold it's up 34 something percent. This was just kind of flat trading in here. Right in this $7 level. But it's still up 76% with 8 million shares traded. The last outlier down here was like 636. So I'm wondering what a test down here to this outlier will be. Tried to get up there, and it looks like it's trying something here on NAMM. We'll see. Right over this $7. 709's there. Are people going to get interested in this? Pretty flat trading though. I mean, it spent let's see, from 3 to almost 5, struggling with this level. And now it's back here. How many more, how much longer will it stay in this level? Got hammered down on each one of these little upticks. Finally broke out. So somebody got hurt in all of these breakouts. There's a big breakout, came back down. False, 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 false. So buying breakouts may not be the best move on this one, on NAMM. Then it finally got a breakout, slam back down a little bit more. So that's that second move, and then a failure back into this level. False. Lower highs. What are y'all thinking about NAM? Y'all think gold will do anything today as these tariffs hit? $7.18. Mm-hmm. 735s. That's that gap fill level. So from 7 up to, that's a 33-cent move there. So definitely some range in these candles, and that's on the 15 minutes. So let's jump down to the 5 or the 1. So again, we know that it likes to do these false breakouts. We'll see if it continues that during the open. Point of control here is the 735. We'll see if we get some slammage off of that. See, we got that 686 down there holding. Let's see. Looks like one called ARTL is up 23%. Let me go look at this one. ARTL 24%. Ah, that's low volume. Let's see what does it have, news or something? What's wrong with it? ARTL. What's the float? Float on this one looking like under 1 million. Does it have news or something? Let's see. August 1st, Artello Biosciences receives favorable UK news here for a phase 1 trial of something dealing with the treatment of anxiety and depression. Okay, so this looks like Solana Beach, California, ARTL, up 25% right now, only with 100,000 shares. And it follows the market, though. That's the only thing. It follows the market. So if the market continues down, will it follow it? It's right here. ATR high was here at 14.4. ATR is looking like $2.54 from yesterday. So it does have news on today. Phase 1 trial, and it's right there at that ATR high. 21%. All right, let me read into what it's got over here. So ARTL, a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company, focuses on modulating lipid signaling pathways. The MHRA agreed that reliance on substantial body of historical, non-clinical, and clinical evidence for CBD. So seems like some kind of cannabis, maybe cannabidol. Oh my gosh, I cannot pronounce these words. I'm tripping. Y'all see it. Okay. Anyway, additionally, the agency proposed art, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's a phase 1, so we'll see what it wants to do. Last time it had anything posted, it was a Schedule 14A. Artillo Biosciences, Solana Beach, California. We're pleased to invite you to attend meeting of stockholders to be held on Thursday, August 28th. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. It's up 18%. We'll see. Let's see what the bottom is. Where did it come from? $11. So a $3 drop for it to go down. But it also has NAM up here with 8 million shares, and it's only got, just a couple. Both of them have ATRs that look like they can give quite a bit of range. Let's go look at the daily chart on this one. On ARTL. Oh yeah. Daily chart on this one, so it closed at 1186. So looks like we already had marked some things up here. Let's see, it had maybe some kind of daily level here at 16s. I don't know. 1273 is the previous day's low, 1273. So I'm going to mark that up on that 1273. Possible support. Daily level. Don't want to see it fade too much into the previous day's levels. Only up 15% now though. So what was the float on that one, ARTL? Float was under 1 million. Okay. Under 1 million in the float. So we got a 1280 down here that could be something that's going to hold up, but it follows the market. That's the only other problem that I have, is the market is not looking strong right now. The beta on it is 1.95. I'm just not sure about that. There's a break over highs right there. Back up 20%, but again, it's got a lot of overhead. I'm gonna wait on this one. I think it could do something, but has a bottom down here at 1280. I'll give it some time. Looking on the 5 and the 15 minute, let's go zoom out a little bit. So it came up here, shot all the way to 19, shot down back to this ATR high. So 19 all the way down. Let's look on the 5 minute. 5 minute, we got some top and tails here. Previous one was at 1527. And then it has yesterday's low or yesterday's high was 1280 here. So I'm just going to be patient on that one. I'm not just going to be jumping into anything. NAM again still in this flat range, but we're waiting. We're watching. Some things moving. It's about to be 7 o'clock. So we'll see what kind of activity wants to happen here. So we got two that I'm kind of eyeing, NAMM and ARTL, but I'm not sure. So I'm just going to be patient and wait till I get some clarity. Jump back over here to the signals, see if anything else has popped up. ARTL, we saw that one. LPG, nope. Yep, ARTL, look at it. Look at it, man. Would have caught me slipping there. That's why I'm waiting for some clarity. It's not there yet, though. Would have been getting toasted right now. It's up 11%. Volume stacking in here for some reason, kind of like a little spur of volume on all three of these at the 7 o'clock bell. NAMM, everything kind of received a little kick of volume, but you know, everything didn't move up. Makes sense. Okay, NAM, tidal waving. Anything else pop up during that? Nope. Have it. Moderna. Wow, they're kind of crashing in here a little bit. Okay. All these little spikes. Let's see. 2%, 2%, but no big spikes. I'm looking over here on the description of the spikes. Wow, they're kind of flooding in here. All right, let's see what this is. MPU up 6%. OMX. Nope, 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 nope. KZAI or IA, we've seen that one before, up 23%. Spike on that one, KZAI. Whoops, wrong type. KZIA, not AI. Does it have news or something? Let's see. Press release. It says it announces a $2 million private placement at premium market. At premium to market. This is out of Sydney, August 1st. KZ Therapeutics Limited, an oncology-focused drug development company, today announced that it has entered into a securities purchase agreement with certain established institutional investors for a private placement of equity securities. Pursuant to the securities purchase agreement, the company agreed to offer and sell to an aggregate of approximately 2 million of ordinary shares and pre-funded warrants. The securities being sold in the pipe are priced at a 5% premium to the closing price of KZIA's ADSs on July 31st. The pipe is structured as a straightforward equity investment with no common warrant coverage. The transaction is expected to close on Monday, August 4th, and is subject to customary closing conditions. Okay. So, company estimates that the net proceeds will be $2 million. They got some keywords here, breast cancer and all of that. We'll see what all that's talking about, but I don't know. Again, not sure. Waiting for some clarity. Some other things have popped up here. See MVD, nope. Fig, nope. Yieldmax, Netflix, nope. Okay, so watching the poppers here. What's this next? That's red. ARTL down there to the 12, so right down there to that possible support, but it's got a lot of overhead. NAMM is still holding up. Fig still holding up and moving higher. KZ, whatever this thing is with what news that it has on today is moving. So a lot of questionable movers here. Some of these are aligning with what will pop up on my scanner, but they're not there yet. They're almost there. They're not there yet though. So this is just the signals. This isn't really the scanner. The scanner is over here, and nothing has come into alignment yet. So we're just watching the signals come through. FBIN, nope, only up 2%. That's too cheap. Marwin, Co-Crystal Pharma, I don't know what that is. Looks like it's got 5 pops in this pre-market session though, whatever Co-Crystal Pharma, but it's too cheap for me. Let me check the float on Co-Crystal for you that are interested. I don't know what it is though. Float is looking like 7.75 million. KZIA also follows the market. So a lot of these strong market followers are getting kind of roasted out here. Don't really like that. ARTL only up 3% now. And got below that 1280 point. Okay, what else just popped in? Oh, some other stuff. Everything's red though. Like, let's get some green up here. ARTL about to go red on the day. Yep, gave back everything. So got under that 1280, got going down there. Not great. With a whole bunch of overhead. KZAI well under 10 now. Going down there towards that ATR high, but I don't even know if we looked at the, I think this was already labeled maybe, because I don't remember looking at this daily chart for this. So KZAI closed yesterday at 838. It is trading somewhere around right under 10. No real obvious levels, but it is fighting for attention. Only up 17%. Okay, what is this one? Tau up 13%. Interface Tau. Does this have? It reports this second quarter 2025 results. What is the float on Tau? Tau has a float of 41.70 million, so a little bit higher float. Mm-mm-mm-mm. $709 right now. Okay, going back, looking like it's going under $7. Still leading the day with that volume though. RDTL up 29%, just popped on signals. So RDTL is the third time it's popped up here. Let's go look at that one. RDTL, and what is the float on this? Does it even have a float? What is this? Key data, no results found. Weird. RDT, oh, this thing looks dead. It's spiking, but yeah, that volume is no. Okay, KZAI continued to die down, dove under this ATR high there. Just a kind of round trip, looks like. NAM under that 686 level that we were watching has an outlier down here at the 633s. So we'll see how it tests all the way down there and if it'll come back. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Oracle just got a pop. First pop of the pre-market. It is up just barely. Let's go look at Oracle. Oracle is one of those Might be on earnings or something. Let's see, Oracle. What are you doing over here, Oracle? Okay, so it came down, tested the ATR lows down here, but not a whole lot of volume. So we got WeBuy up here, 3%, cheap, cheap. SM, nope, nope, SM Energy. KZI ended up dying. ARTL just about dead, about to go red on the day. So we're back to the number, the 1 and 2 from this morning. Fig and NAMM. Everything else has died out. We're looking for a popular to actually hold. And most of them are cheap right now. Like MWYN here, it's $1.50 up 65%. It's popped 7 times during pre-market. Let's go look at the float there. Float is 4.66 million on that one's popped 7 times. So, but just too cheap. Aurelis Greenway Holdings is up 36%, first time popping. LLY second time popping. That's up just a little bit. I mean, it's $750, up 1%. So don't know if anybody's gonna be really trying to day trade that. Haven't seen Fig in a while and haven't seen NAMM in a while. So they're kind of losing the love. Losing the love. Good morning, Donnell. Watching this, we're watching the spike scanner, um, looking for, spikers, and everything that we've seen has died. Most of it that has popped up follows the market, and so because of that, I think because of the big move down over the last 2 days, they really aren't holding very well. New ones. Let's see what is cold. KOLD barely popped up. Okay, that's only 5%. Red on the day. I wonder, is there a way for me to add like a signal like this over here to my scanner? It's got the MACD signal line. What about like a spike? Oh, price, so I can count how many spikes that it's had up or down. That's all I can add here. I mean, I guess that could be. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. Okay. COHU. IMAB up 10%, but it's a cheaper one. First session count spike. ARTL. Where was it? 1268. It's only up 6%. I mean, it did have news on the day, but just let's see. I mean, coming back up to this 1280 level, that could become resistance. This was the low, this was the high of yesterday. So 1280, when can it start trading above this and holding this is the question. Keep an eye on it, but it's positive on the day. It's got catalysts on the day. It's just it's got to get up and get moving. Not even a million shares traded yet. Almost just 500K traded, but the volume is slipping. It's got range. This is the fourth time that we've seen it during this session. Too cheap, 59 cents. Arc I don't know, Quantum, only 59 cents, up 39%. Too cheap. Second time we've seen that. No news, press releases that are over here. I mean, something's got to spike, right? Man, 720. Take ARTL off until it proves itself. It hasn't proved anything yet. Almost a minute of no spikers. All right. Well, going over here and seeing why things are having a hard time spiking. This is our NQ. Continue to stair step its way down. Use this ticket quotes. Mm. MSW, another looks like a Chinese stock. MSW, $1.53 up 21%. No news or anything like that out there. KZAI only up 7%. Another little pop. Second time we've seen that. FDMT. Fourth time we've seen that one up 37%. FDMT. Let me go back and look at that one. FDMT down here hit a high of 711s. What's the how much volume did this one have? FDMT has 7 million shares in the volume, up 36%. It is presents positive 60-week results for a clinical trial. Is this news? Keeps popping up, but we'll see. Oh, I remember the ATR was too low on this one. From yesterday, the ATR it closed with 27, an ATR of 27 cents per day. And I was looking for a little bit higher ATR there because it could revert to that 27 cents and then it's going to be real hard to trade. It could get choppy. Could open up too. So it could do either one. But we've definitely seen it 4 times. Need to find something that is not going to be too obstructed by the market. Because FDMT has a beta score of 250. It's a pretty high beta score for a small cap. And so it could definitely follow the market down if it continues down, or it could just go sideways if the market goes sideways. MSAI, too cheap, 76 cents, just popped on there. First time we seen that one this morning. Where them poppers at? Where them poppers? And if you do have strategies for these aren't saying that I don't think you can make money on them. It's just they're not meeting my criteria. But somebody else could definitely go and make some money on them. If you have a strategy for that. And we're getting closer to the open. It's been since 6, an hour and 30 minutes, and we haven't seen anything hold up and stay alive. FDMT still struggling, going under 6, as the market really hasn't made any moves. Kind of just sitting sideways right now. Almost 4 minutes without a popper. So I need to go and fix that. Okay, just saw TZ. This is a small cap bear, 3x is up, so that's not great. That's a negative sign. And then we got T9 Medical. T9 Medical up 12%, but it's a cheaper one, $1.20. It does look like it has some kind of headline. Let's see. T9 Medical expands sarcopelvic fusion portfolio with strategic asset acquisition. UOKA is up 27%. It says MJM signs design collaboration agreement with Kinjo Kuma and associates for Fernie, whatever that is, Castle redevelopment project to enhance cultural in exchange and long-term value. Okay, that one's up 15%. Boy, they just started piling in here. Okay. Let's see. NXGL only up 7%. Figma still up 21%. Harmony Gold Mining. This is another gold spiker. So we saw on one of those earlier was a gold mover as well. So let's see. Pro shares. There's another gold, 2x. So we're seeing some gold spikes here. COHU, BMO. I don't know what that is. We got another gold. So a couple of gold names in here. So we might want to go back and what was that one we looked at that was gold? It was a mining company. NAMIM, NAMM Mining. Yeah, doesn't look great on. It continued to fade under this low here, 686, down there to $6. But I'm seeing some gold ones come up. So we'll see what it ends up doing. Where is it sitting now? NAMM. Is it only up? So it's up 31%. So still not a crazy. He hasn't lost all of his gains, but with these gold ones popping up, that's let me see where it's actually trading down to. Where's the next level on this? All right. So it got under that 686 level, and below that, I mean, it's just these candles right here. And I don't know where it could stop or whatever, but it's heading down quite quickly. 7 million shares traded on it, and it is currently right around this $6 level here. But I'm seeing gold spikers, so I'm gonna keep this one in mind just in case. All right. Rocket companies, that's up 4%. Shiny, BMO up 2%. SSRM, okay. Okay, I see y'all little gold movers around here sneaking around. See y'all. 7:30 right now. PAAS, first time seeing it this morning, only up 2%. Looking for something a little bit bigger than that. So definitely added back NAMM onto the scan because of these gold poppers coming through. NAMM, they're a mining production company for gold, so they're one of the low floats that was up with 11 million shares traded right now. It's not hit the scanner yet, I don't think. Let me see, or did I miss it? NSW, what is this? Oh, that's a, how is it? ATR 75. This is a cheaper one, so yeah. 36. How is it set? It moves 75 cents per day. That seems not right. It's $1.58. Okay, let me go look at this. MSW. That seems very not right. So this is MSW, popped up there at 340, came back down to 170. So on the daily chart, previous day's ATR was 64 cents, then 61 cents, then 61, 63, and I'm just not seeing how it could be getting 75 cents per day. This one was 65, 69, 73. Let me go look at the reverse. This has to have a reverse split, right? It says up here the high was 1058. Let me go look at how many reverse splits it's done for MSW. How many reverse splits has MSW performed? I may have to get the real name for it. MSW. What is your real name? MSW Ming Xing. Is that what it is? Ming Xing. Yep. Ming Xing Group Holdings. August 1st, after a thorough review of the latest available data, there is no evidence that MSW has done any reverse splits. Okay. So it just moves crazy then. It's one of these Chinese, let me see where it's from. I mean, I think I know where it's from, but you know. Sounds like a Chinese stock. Yeah, Hong Kong. Okay. So Chinese stock. And gave back everything. So 340 all the way back down here to 158, looking sick. That's not what we want. All right, back over here to these signals. I see, where do we stop? T9, DRD, TLD. Reddit is up here 16%. Reddit has a investor reminder on it. It says Reddit Inc. stop drop leads to class action. Investors with losses urged to contact BFA law by August 18th. So trying to collect people for a lawsuit. We got RDTL. This is the fourth time we've seen this one up here. What is this? This is a Reddit daily 2x long. So it's up 31%. Man, Nam just did not slow down. Absolutely killing them. Still up 47%. Had a previous trade level down here. Got below what, the 645s, and it was trading around this 550-ish level. KZAI popped back up. It's barely green. I mean, just by the hair of his chin. Way too close to red. Keep saying KZAI. KZIA. It has nothing to do with AI. That's probably what will mess people up on it. Like, AI? No, IA. So I'm gonna keep on watch these gold stocks, see if gold gets popping. Let me see, what is gold's what is their ETF on here? Is it AU or is it something else? Let me see. Okay, GC, that's what it is. Okay, let me add that /GC like that. Gold is positive. It is positive on the day. I've been seeing all these little gold pops. Woo! Look at gold. Gee whiz. Okay, so yeah, NAMM. I may be looking back over there. Gold is. They had a gap up, came down, filled that gap completely, and headed up on gold. Interesting. Let's jump back over here to the spike list. We looked at that one. 5N boot. BMP materials boot was up 9%. Okay, so yeah, gold isn't looking bad on the day at all. Gold is green, so I may stay within this vein of NAMM and see where what it wants to do on the back to the upside. Fig still going up as well, with 5 million shares traded up to 140. It's been playing around here. I mean, it probably will continue up. It's kind of a crazy mover, but it's hard for you to be kind of taking losses on because the candles are so big. From, let's see, this one right here from 130, or this is the 15-minute, but even on the 15-minute, it went from 131 up here to 141. So a $10 move on a 15-minute candle. Let's look at the 5-minute. 5-minute, 137.89 up here to 140. 1 minute, looking like 137 up to a 138.80. So about $1 move on a 1 minute candle is can definitely get you cooked kind of quick. Okay, we got a little bit of a coil, but only problem I have with NAMM right now is it made this lower low, and I want to make sure that it's not walking down the chart, just walking downwards, right? So I think I'm going to give it some time to correct itself and start an uptrend before doing anything with it. But yeah, since gold is up crazy like this, where'd gold go? I haven't been watching gold really, but look at this. This is gold's chart right now. It's like, stop it. You went from 3,300. That's about a $40 move right there up to where the ATR highs are. We're cracking back over sixes on NAMM. And I'm thinking people are noticing, hey, this thing is gold. Let's see what we got here. But this lower high, I need to see a trend going up first. Some kind of trending. Because this company is indirectly associated with gold. They focus on gold mines in Zambia. So I don't know how, the overall gold market will affect this one, right? Because they're in Zambia. Let me go back and look at the documentation here. NAMM. I'm not sure how they will be affected by gold ripping like that. Nambia Materials provides corporate update. Okay, so let's go look at that. Let's see, New York, July 30, Namib Minerals, an established African gold producer with a portfolio of mining and exploration assets in Zimbabwe. I said Zambia, didn't I? Zimbabwe. And the Democratic Republic of Congo is pleased to provide a corporate update after closing the business combination with Hennessy Capital Investment Corp. Five, or is that 5 or 6? 5 before. That's 6. Okay, 6. And listing a NASDAQ stock exchange under the ticker symbol NAMM. The company also recently rang the closing bell at NASDAQ Stock Exchange on July 25th. Okay. Ibrahim Sori Tal, Chief Executive Officer, stated, "This achievement marks more than a change in our corporate structure. It is a validation of our vision. The transaction facilitates access to strategic partnerships necessary to advance our mission of becoming a leading multi-asset producer of gold and green materials. We believe Namib Materials is ready to become a leader of Africa's next generation of globally significant mineral producers." Okay. And this news was on July 31st, this corporate update. Let's look at what they got here. So, strategic growth and asset development. Namib Minerals Foundation is built on a portfolio of cash generating assets. Its anchor operation, How Mine, is in Zimbabwe, is a fully producing underground gold mine that generated 36.6 kilo ounces of gold, and approximately in US that will be 86 million in revenue in 2024, with a strong operational track record and existing infrastructure, and assuming sufficient funding is obtained. Namib Materials believes How Mine is well positioned for expansion. Okay. So Gold Mines, let's see, as of December 31st. Let's go look at this. Let's go ask some questions about NAMM, since gold seems to be coming into focus here. Okay, so absolutely, let's break down the latest Namib Minerals as of August 1st. Gold producer, we already know that its flagship operation is How Mine and Nazawi Mine, both located in Zimbabwe's prolific green zone belts. Okay, so share price close was at 396, 404. Market capitalization based on outstanding. Okay. Dividend yield, they don't do dividends. Okay. Well above average. So volume. What about their actual money situation? You're not telling me much about the financials. What are the main risks facing gold mining companies in Africa? How does MAMM compare to other gold miners like Barrick and Newmount? What recent news or filings could impact? Let's do all of these. So let me see. What are the main risks facing gold mining in Africa? Come on. Got 10 minutes to my meeting, so I'm gonna go through these and then I'm gonna jump off. Great question. Understanding this risk facing gold mining companies in Africa. Insights, price volatility. So gold prices have seen record highs but may have peaked. A sharp or sustained decline in global gold prices would directly impact both company revenues and the value of reserves held by central banks and miners. Why it matters, many African countries, Ghana, Tanzania, and Zimbabwe, have increased their exposure to gold. A price drop could hurt export earnings and may make it harder to convert gold into liquid assets during financial stress. Geopolitical and regulatory uncertainty, policy shifts, new taxes, changing mining codes, and political instability remain persistent risks across several African jurisdictions. Why it matters, regulatory changes can disrupt operations, increase costs, and even threaten mining licenses. Political unrest can halt production or damage infrastructure. Okay. Let's see. Environmental social risk, increasing scrutiny from local communities and global stakeholders on environmental practices, water use, land rights, and social responsibility. Failure to meet ESG, environmental social governance standards can result in protests, legal action, reputation damage, or even loss of license to operate. Okay, so let's jump back up here. How is NAM compared to other ones? Okay. Come on. Trying to get this done in like 5 minutes. Fantastic question comparing the MIB minerals to global leaders like Barrick Gold and Newmount Gold as of August 1st. So here are them lined up right here. Namib, Barrick Gold, and Newmount. So these are much, much bigger companies, but they're just looking at their, revenue not disclosed. Net income just says negative. Okay. So they haven't disclosed these yet. So that is these two, Barrick Gold and Newmount Gold, have disclosed theirs, of course, because they're huge. EPS. So look at all these not disclosed. So free cash flow, operating margin. These are very efficient companies with 40% operating margin in Q1. These are very efficient companies, but these are not disclosed. Okay, that is the red flag for sure. Okay, let's continue to look down. That's a red flag in my head. Nothing's been disclosed. So let's go back up here to these first questions. Where'd they go? What recent news or filings, future performance? No, I don't care about that. I want to see more. Are there any disclosed money values? Yeah, that's a red flag right there. I think I'm going to leave it at that and not dig too much because if it's not disclosed, I mean, I mean, if it can't be found, it just can't be found. It is what it is. Maybe something else will pop up. I'll keep my eyes open during the day, but let me notate that that is the case here on the chart. So, not much financial data disclosed, if at all, really. I'm just gonna say no. No financial data disclosed. No financial data disclosed. Wait and see. Because I do not know about that. Edit. activate. So yeah, that is a problem. Anyway, I'm about to jump off here. I got 5 minutes to my meeting. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I saw gold was going up, and I just thought, hey, maybe we'll get a ticker that is on gold that is not worried about the market that's going to go up. Well, it may or may not happen. I don't know. NAM is getting a little bit of buying down here around these sixes, but I really want to see an uptrend start. I don't want to be looking at a downtrend here where it starts to crack down, back towards 5. Anyway, that is it for me today. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Is that Friday? Today is it Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. Okay, so this was the day that all the tariffs were supposed to go into effect and all that. Mike D says we are finally red. SOXS is and FINMA to the moon. Let me look at SOXS real quick. SOXS, yep, heading on up. So that means I'm gonna be looking at XOXL. Where is it at? Where is it coming down to? Ooh, $23. It's got a while to go, man. It was down way more than this. Down to like $10, under $10 at that first point. But looking at 23.59 there, so yeah, that's got a while to come down. Let me see any other. Somebody says my gainers have PPSI, so PPSI, and let me see what else. So it went up there to almost $4 on PPSI, and then RKT. Let me see. So RKT hit a high back here of 19. I don't know if you took profit on that or you still in this, and I really don't know where you got in. So yeah, nothing to see here. You told us, man. You told us. Did you end up throwing your house at Fig? Did you end up getting any of that? 10 shares or something? Because this thing, they said it was supposed to be $30-something, right? Man, that thing halted and opened up. That thing, I was like, yeah, this is over with. This is done. This is done. So, but yeah, NAM, I mean, maybe it'll present some day trade opportunity, but I don't know. I really want to see some type of uptrend before I believe it. But yeah, that's it for me today. I'm about to jump off. How many minutes? I got 4 minutes into this meeting. All right, y'all. I got to go. And as always, if you're going to keep trading, keep your head on the swivel. And I will see y'all in the next one on Monday morning. Pre-market. Peace.